We are back. We are finishing up problem 4.31 from page 193 and 194, and we are figuring out some costs of some banking services. In the first part of the video, we took our activities, took our costs, and divided them by the capacity and found out the driver rates for ATM services, computer processing, issuing statements, and customer inquiries. Now, we'll look across each of these three products, checking accounts, personal loans, and gold Visa cards, and we'll apply the rates based on how much each one of those things use, and we will come up with a cost for these products, services, maybe you'd want to call them. There's not actually direct labor, there's not actually direct materials. These are just bank accounts. So once we add all this stuff up, there we've got our unit cost. Alright, so I'm going to make a chart for each of these and we'll add up our drivers and come up with a cost. Okay, so we've got to figure out checking accounts. We've got to do personal loans. And we've got to do gold Visa. Alright, so the first driver was ATM service. And the checking accounts use them. And the personal loans do not. And the Visa does. Alright, so if you look at ATM transactions, 180 for the checking accounts, and our rate, if you'll recall, maybe, I hope, our rate was 50 cents per transaction. So 0.5, and this isn't going to have anything because there's none for loans, and 0.5 times for checking account, that was 180,000. And for gold Visa, that was 20,000. Right, and I'm just picking up these numbers from what they tell me. Right, 180, 0, and 20,000. All right, so for checking, that is going to end up being 90,000. Be nothing under personal loans, and 10,000 under Visa. Okay, the next thing was computer processing. Alright, so for checking, loan, and Visa, we decided that computer processing is 40 cents per transaction. So 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and it's 2 million for checking accounts. And it's 200,000 for loans. And for Visas, it's 300,000. All right. So in our checking account column, 4 times 200 is 800. And, 4 times 2 million is 800,000. 0.4 times 200,000 is 80,000. And 0.4 times 300,000 is 120,000. All right. Next, what was the next thing? Issuing statements. It costs $1.60 to issue a statement. So for checking, it costs $1.60. For loan, it costs $1.60. For a Visa, it costs $1.60. How many of those did we do? We did 300,000 for checking. For loans, we did 50,000. And for Visas, we did 150,000. Okay, 160 times 300,000 is 480. 480,000. 160 times 50,000 is 80,000. 160 times 150,000 is 240,000. All right. And the final activity is customer inquiries. So for checking, we decided that rate was 60 cents per inquiry minute, I believe it was, time on the telephone. So for checking, 0.60, for loan, 0.60, for Visa, 0.60, and on checking, we spent 350,000 minutes. On loans, we spent 90,000 minutes. And on Visa, we spent 160,000 minutes. All right, so 0.6 times 350,000 is 210. And 0.6 times 90,000 is 54,000. And 0.6 times 160,000 is 96,000. And I'm sorry, I'm putting those in bad columns. Of course, that goes over here, 54,000, 96,000. Now we can add our total cost. All right, and our total cost for checking accounts, 90, 800, 480, and 210 equals 1,580,000. 80, 80, and 54 is 214,000. And 10,000, 120,000, 240,000, and 96,000 is 466,000. Right? So those are total costs for checking, loans, and Visa. We got to divide that by the number of accounts or units to figure out what's the unit cost. So, sorry about that. I scooted the camera a little bit. Number of units is for checking was 30,000. For personal loans was 5,000. For Gold Visa was 10,000. All right, so you divide those, and that's your unit cost. So 1,580,000 divided by 30,000 is 52.67. I believe that's rounded from 0.66666. 214 divided by 5,000 is 42.80. 466 divided by 10,000 is 46.60. All right, so those are our unit costs using these 4 activity-based drivers for these 3 different products. All right, so we're not going to go on and do part 3 because all I will be asking you from this chapter would be to do things like this: calculate driver rates, calculate unit costs, things like that. All right, so good luck. You may want to go on and work the homework now. I hope you do well. If you need any help, hey, please get in touch with me. Have a great day.